pair of footsteps turns the corner, and Stephen Knight, walking shadow that he is, steps right into sight, making Ben and I stop. My gaze trails over him, over the salt and peppered hair, the broad shoulders, that jaw. His midnight blue eyes are the color of his collared shirt, and each smoky iris is fixed on us as he welcomes us inside.
Glad you guys could make it.
As if we had a choice. Ben is certainly not lying. Stephen Knight might be the sexiest man in Chicago, but he also might be the scariest. The former Chicago district attorney is anything if not surprising, and with this spur-of-the-moment meeting, I'm certain of only one other thing tonight besides that fact that I'm not getting laid. We have a new client. The almost midnight meeting tells me so. The offices of the Firm Crisis and Emergency Management are half-lit, and so are my senses, each part of my body thrumming in anticipation of tonight's news. In the conference room, I take a seat at the long-rounded table next to Ben. Stephen, of course, sits at the head, his eyes alert as additional sets of footsteps join us. Kayla, Bowen, and Sabrina make 6, and so the meeting begins. Stephen cuts to the chase.
We have an assignment, people.
He steeples his long, elegant fingers.
And it's a good one.
I can see the excitement in his eyes as he stands to his feet. Wow, this really must be good. Stephen walks to the whiteboard on the wall, turning to face us all.
This is an in-house job, guys, so I want everyone to pay attention. Kayla, take out the file. Ben, get the lights. Emily?
My ears perk up. Yes?
I want you taking notes.
Stephen glares at me.
This case has a lot of entertainment law in it, and since that's your specialty as of late, I'm going to need you on this assignment like bread on butter. Am I making myself clear?
Crystal. I'm already taking out a pen and paper, my hand poised. Electricity skims over the surface of my skin. Here we go. Waiting for a night like this has been a long time in the making, and fortunately the wait has nothing to do with that asshole Jason, but my own career. I was barely skimming by when I joined the firm, hardly making rent. My entire client list was friends and family, referral only, and though my fees were not cheap, I'd come to discover that, unfortunately, nothing about living in downtown Chicago was cheap either, especially my rent. 6 months ago, I was nowhere near being on the street, but funds were dwindling. Add student loans, the cost of running my own law operations and ailing grandparents, and I was practically bleeding dollar bills. The short-term success I was starting to enjoy, ripping away at the seams. I'd been a secretary in New York, for God's sake, a naive law grad with little money. Funny how life could humble you in half a year, and at my new job, that was still the case. I was the new girl, Stephen Knight's most recent employee, and he hadn't so much as looked at me until tonight. I'm practically vibrating as he rattles off this assignment, his blue eyes on fire. I watch him.
Kayla,
he shoots towards the PR agent as Ben flicks on more lights.
Can you read the file to the room, please?
One of my closest friends clears her throat, her dark hair bobbing, as she brings the folder closer to her nose. She starts. I had a client, almost had a client, and he's close to the firm family. About 8 months ago, I was set to becoming Sevin Smith's PR agent, but, she sighs loudly, when my fiancé and Sevin went into business together, I resigned because of a conflict of interest, and Sevin is yet to hire a new PR agent.
Which, I'm guessing, leaves little Mr. MVP open to all types of public scrutiny with no protection.
Ben leans forward. Exactly, and he needs it more than ever. Kayla huffs out soundly, because he's being blackmailed for $1 million. The room falls still. An old fling is claiming that Sevin's the father of her child, and she wants to be paid to go away. She saw me on the news with Sevin a few months ago, and now she's contacted me, threatening to go public. To tell everyone that Chicago's shiniest new import is nothing but a deadbeat dad. Kayla closes the folder, lancing us with those sharp, oceanic blue eyes. Her lips are pressed shut. End quote. And the air grows thick, made thicker by the fact that I have no idea who this Sevin guy is, and everyone else does. There's a new gloom added to the room, a moment of silence. We always have a moment of silence, probably for the possible death of our clients' reputations, if we were to ever lose a case, because we don't. Stephen's stare reminds us as he claps his hands.
So, is that clear? Emily.
His eyes